Long ago, along the banks of the Great Nile River, Egypt was just a collection of scattered tribes. But soon, this mysterious land became one of the greatest civilizations in history. This is the story of Egypt, a story of its kings, battles, victories, and eventual fall. The story of ancient Egypt, which began around 3150 BCE and lasted for thousands of years. The unification of Egypt, around 3150 BCE. In the midst of chaos and conflict, around 3150 BCE, Egypt rose as one of the world's most remarkable civilizations. The land, where the Nile met the desert, was full of mystery and potential. At this key moment, a great king named Narmer, or Mina, united Upper and Lower Egypt after years of struggles, creating the first central state in history. He founded the city of Menf, which became the heart of Egypt's religion and politics. Narmer's double crown, symbolizing the unification of North and South, would become the symbol of the pharaohs for centuries. The building of the pyramids, around 2650 BCE to 2134 BCE. Once Egypt was united, the Old Kingdom began, and the pyramids were built, one of humanity's greatest achievements. Under King Zoser, the first pyramid was built at Saqqara, designed by the talented architect Imhotep. These pyramids were tombs for Egypt's kings. Later, King Khufu built the Great Pyramid of Giza, which is still standing today. It took about 20 years and thousands of workers to complete. The pyramid was originally covered in smooth limestone, making it shine in the sun. The end of the Old Kingdom, 2134 BCE. As time passed, the power of the pharaohs began to weaken. Priests and nobles gained more control, and the Nile River failed to flood as expected, leading to famine and unrest. This brought an end to the age of the pyramids, and Egypt entered a time of chaos known as the First Intermediate Period. Reuniting Egypt, around 2040 BCE. From this chaos, a strong leader named Mentuhotep II from Thebes reunited Egypt and started the Middle Kingdom. This era was a time of growth in art, trade, and culture. Egypt traded with nearby lands like Nubia and the Levant, and it became wealthy from trading goods like precious metals and wood. The Hyksos invasion, around 1650 BCE. As the Middle Kingdom came to an end, Egypt was invaded by the Hyksos, a foreign people who took over the north. The Hyksos introduced advanced technology like war chariots, which the Egyptians had never seen before. Although they were invaders, they adopted many parts of Egyptian culture. The expulsion of the Hyksos, around 1550 BCE. From Thebes, Pharaoh Ahmose II led a campaign to drive the Hyksos out of Egypt and restore control over the land. His victory marked the beginning of the New Kingdom, which would be Egypt's most powerful period. Ahmose was also the first to introduce horses into the Egyptian army, which made them stronger in battle. Egypt's empire, around 1500 BCE, 1200 BCE. Under pharaohs like Thutmose III and Hatshepsut, Egypt expanded its empire to include Nubia and the Levant. This was a time of cultural and artistic growth. The massive temples, like Karnak, were built to show the strength of the pharaohs. Queen Hatshepsut, one of the few female pharaohs, led trading expeditions to faraway lands, bringing great wealth to Egypt. The reign of Ramses II, around 1279 BCE, 1213 BCE. Ramses II, also called Ramses the Great, ruled Egypt for over 60 years and fought famous battles like the Battle of Kadesh. This battle ended with the first peace treaty in history between Egypt and the Hittites. Ramses was also one of Egypt's greatest builders, creating magnificent monuments like the temples at Abu Simbel. The fall of ancient Egypt. In 332 BCE, Egypt was conquered by Alexander the Great, ending the rule of the pharaohs. The Ptolemaic dynasty followed, with Cleopatra VII as its last ruler. She tried to defend Egypt's independence, but after losing the Battle of Actium and her eventual death, Egypt became a Roman province. The land that once ruled an empire was now Rome's main source of food. Though the reign of the pharaohs ended thousands of years ago, their legacy lives on. From the pyramids that defy time to the temples that tell the stories of gods and kings, ancient Egypt continues to inspire humanity.